Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing swell. We got a little bit of an update today on Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. Just real quick, before I get into this video, I want to say my apologies if I sound a little bit yeah, I decided to take a small little break just to cool down from the pretty mad consistency we've been doing over the past few months. And as soon as I did that, my body's like, okay, you are now going to get poisoned. I got sick. Love that. So I apologize if I do sound a little bit gross. However, dudes, we have a small update on Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. It seems as if all gears are turning in regards to the game. Finally, the Android closed beta dates have been dropped, and that is happening on the 25th of April through to that of the 2nd of May. Keeping in mind, this was supposed to happen at the end of January, and that ended up getting postponed, pushed back. To no one's surprise though, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is a game that kind of seems like it's going through some development issues. I mean, if we look at it, the closed beta was actually meant to happen at the end of 2022. This is also a mobile phone game that was revealed back in 2022. Obviously, if we look at it though, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is a very different mobile phone game to anything that Square Enix have ever developed. Not just looking at Kingdom Hearts like Union Cross, but any of their mobile phone games, and trust me, they've got a lot of mobile phone games that they've ever worked on. Considering that this is a GPS Pokemon Go styled game, it's a pretty big undertaking, and that Square Enix are developing this game all by themselves. It's not like they're actually outsourcing developers like Niantic, who are known for this kind of augmented reality GPS based kind of mobile phone games like Pokemon Go or the Harry Potter version of this. Those guys are sort of masters when it comes to this kind of craft. This is all very new territory for Square Enix. So the 25th of April to that of the 2nd of May, that's not too far away. I can't help but wonder though, because it has been a little while since the last closed beta, which happened at the end of November of last year into the beginning of December for iOS, if this closed beta version will contain some new content compared to that very first iOS version. The other interesting thing about this too is this closed beta is yet again for those previous regions, so looking at United Kingdom, Australia, and Japan. Unfortunately, US and any other region again misses out. However, due to that January delay and with the second closed beta now releasing in April going into May, this certainly does make me think that the game is probably not going to now come out until the second half of the year. Originally, Tetsuya Nomura was sort of looking at May as to a potential release month, not concreting it or anything, but I think at this point we can pretty much say that because the second closed beta goes into the beginning of May, a full release I would say is very unlikely to happen towards the end of that month. Now, I do want to share some exclusive information. I have sort of been a little bit in the know about Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, not majorly or anything, nothing to do with like specifics or release dates or anything like that, but I was actually contacted about Kingdom Hearts Missing Link at the end of February to participate in stuff to do with the game's launch. Now, this is very interesting because at this point I was a little bit confused. Okay, I don't understand why like potentially creators are getting contacted now, yet you have just recently postponed the Android closed beta. Does this mean that the Android closed beta is no longer happening and they're just jumping straight into full release? What's kind of going on here? I was communicating with them for a bit, and then it had been a little while since I'd last heard from them. So a few days ago, I actually contacted them to say like, hey, is this something that's still happening? Kind of like what's going on? And I did get a word back pretty much saying that there has been some issues in regards to the release. The release is kind of getting pushed back. It's a little bit delayed here, so we'll let you know when we have more information. The other thing that I also want to mention too here is that Square Enix are using a tool known as Spark Gear. This is a development tool that can be used on various different engines like Unreal Engine or Unity. We know Missing Link is running on Unreal Engine, and this is a tool to be able to develop and use console quality effects for mobile phone games. The developers known for this tool is known as Spark Group. They are freelance developers. They also help develop games for different studios as well when they get outsourced. They recently faced an office change. They've been going through a few different issues and recently announced that they'd finally moved into a brand new space. I can't help but wonder if this shift to do with the Spark Group has also had some kind of impact towards Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. Keeping in mind though, Square Enix are only using their tool, and I don't think they're actually outsourcing Spark as a whole to help and assist with the development of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. There was some information going around basically saying that Spark are the developers of Missing Link. This is not true. They are simply just allowing Square Enix to use their tool. Whether or not they're actually assisting with developing Missing Link is sort of unknown, but we do know that for the most part, Square Enix are the ones doing the bulk of the development. However, what we can say is Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is certainly going through development issues of some sorts. I would say that still at this point, it's likely that there will be a US closed beta test at some point, and we're still yet to even get to that, considering that the second CBT is still for the same previous regions as the first one. If you want a beta test for this kind of thing, the best location to do so, considering that the majority of the player base will be located in this space, will be the United States. So it's still like, I feel we've got at least a couple more beta tests to go, as much as I don't want that. It's kind of like we have been waiting an incredibly long time, coming up almost 2 years at the end of April since Missing Link was unveiled, and I think that is honestly a long time to be waiting for a mobile phone game, even though, again, like I said, this is a very different beast compared to your regular run-of-the-mill mobile phone game. At the same time too, we obviously want this to turn out to be a really cool product from everything we've seen from that first closed beta test. I think Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, as much as, yes, it is a mobile phone game, is looking absolutely fantastic. You know, all the MTX, microtransaction, and gacha aside. I'm hoping that by June, which is that halfway point where we get all the video game news and updates, that'll be a point where Square Enix step forward with another full-blown trailer, give us a little bit more like story-related stuff, and actually announce the full release date. However guys, that is all for today. Just wanted to keep you in the loop to do with Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. This obviously means that at the end of April, we will be seeing more of the game. Exciting times. Be sure to check out my other social media platforms and subscribe here to TGJ. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons. You guys are awesome. I appreciate the support. I'm Cynical, hopefully having a damn good one, and we'll talk real soon.